It's day 7 of surviving on 1 token, and as the final episode of this month-long challenge, our journey is coming to an end. And with the account giveaway approaching, just how much more can 1 token break the limits? We started off with logging in and... Oh my god, you can't even give me 2 seconds of... We got ourselves into our first trade with Sham. He had to offer 1,000 old boots. Why would you even bother? After saying no to his stinky shoes, he pulled up some other uncommons. Holy Pablo, that's a lot of Pablos. We agreed on his absolute wealth of Pablos for the same chroma that he traded me 1 episode ago. We went back to stats and spun the wheel. Maybe for the last episode I can get lucky. You know what? I'll take it. We then got into a trade with Blacket Noob, who had 4 chromas, and also... It's been 2 trades and I'm already getting a full pack. We settled on my Tropical Pig for the 4 chromas he had, plus the entire sports pack. At stats... Okay, here we go. We got into a trade with Roman 300 and... Oh wow, that brings back memories. If you haven't watched the entire series yet, that is the Ukraine Anka that he vowed to give me at some point all the way back in episode 2. After waiting through my non-existent upload schedule, he somehow managed to keep it all the way until episode 7. At the end, we decided on my gold donut and my shiny apple for the Ukraine Anka and a gift. Yeah, no. Right after, we got into a trade with Jessican, and as the newly made tradition for some reason, Jessican offered the entire elemental pack, besides the chroma, for my pirate pufferfish and almost 70 tokens. And in 30 minutes, we had already completed 2 packs. I went to chat to try and get some new people to trade with. Let's see. Holy Pablo, that's a lot of pings. We decided to go with our top pinger. It's Tornado. He had a few packs to trade, one of which I just completed, so it left us with the Wonderland and Pirate pack. At the end, I traded what was left of my marshmallows for both of the packs. Well, I guess that can wait. Okay, fine. We headed to chat, where a lot of people wanted to trade me. Okay, let's try something. Yeah, maybe that was a bad idea. We most definitely randomly chose a person to trade, and we got Santa Bear. Santa Bear offered 14 Pablos for 1 token. We didn't do that, and we decided on trading a golden amber for my Pac-Man machine. We hopped into a trade with Unknown, who apparently had been waiting for quite a while. He was waiting for 15 minutes, and Unknown decided to give me 1,968 tokens. I don't know why it's so exact. For my Ice Slime, the worst chroma in Blacket and Blacket. Good riddance. We went back to chat and he wanted my sacred Ukraine Anka and almost 700 tokens. But for the Anka, I had to go back to ask a certain someone if it was okay. We got back into the trade with One Dumb Duck, and he gave me all 3 mysticals that he promised for the Anka and... Oh my god, I just got rid of that thing. Our next trade was Frosty Ice, who had up for trade Blacket Harry Potter. I traded away the beating heart that I got last trade, and now you see, apparently that was the very first beating heart ever pulled, which means it's worth a lot more. It literally doesn't matter if it's the first, I'm just making a big deal out of it. And we decided on the beating heart for the invisibility cloak. We hopped into a trade with Peter, who had to offer... yeah, no. But speaking of sponsors, today's video sponsor is Catch It, and I'm legally obligated to tell you about it. Created by a Blacket developer and a friend of mine, Catch It's a free-to-play battling and collecting game, taking all that's to be desired from Blacket and Blacket. With an auction house, battling, and stylish pixel art collectibles, you can pre-register using my link on screen with Unblocked, and you will get my special catchlet when the game releases later this year. Next up, we had Epic, who wanted to trade 3 whole packs. Luckily, I had already finished 2 of the packs, so I only had to offer for 1 more. Epic had the summer pack, without the super cool mystical that I definitely did not trade away 8 trades ago, and we decided on my last retro chroma game book for almost the entire summer pack.
You just got coconut mold.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. We went back to chat, where we narrowed it down to 2 users to trade, Kirby Bananas and BG209. I asked each of them to pick a number, and my number will hopefully be shown in the top right. Kirby picked 75, and BG209 picked almost 70. And obviously BG209 was the winner until, so I'm being completely serious, Bussy Sus somehow managed to guess my number spot on. Okay, so apparently BG209 logged off, so we went with Kirby anyways, who had to offer some chromas from the science pack, 2 old guys and a bottle of dish soap. Not exactly the most appealing. Well, at the end, we ended up giving up our shiny gold insect for the 3 chromas. I mean, 1 for 3. I'm not complaining about such a bargain. Next, obviously, was BG209. After he got on, he offered the entire dino pack along with the shiny gold insect again for my invisibility cloak. Oh, you think you're real sneaky. Well, guess what? We got into a trade with Plumps McFish, who offered... You've gotta be... Yeah, okay, good night, sir. Next up with... Ian9 Plays, or however you pronounce it, who had to offer a singular Pablo. Oh, you know what? Just take my money. I swear, these trades are getting shorter every time. After that, we got into a trade with It's Me, who had to offer the entire candy pack. He wanted some chromas for it, so I offered some of my science pack chromas. Luckily, he let me keep one, so obviously I kept the dish soap because dish soap is tasty and old guys aren't. That came out wrong in so many ways. And on the last trade, he gave me the last few uncommons and almost 70 beans.
Is it? No.
Now that's comedy gold right there. Fun fact, taking a closer look, you can see the bean himself within the bean. How thoughtful. Ah, and at last, a fitting end to our journey. Almost 70 beans to represent the most flawed aspect of this series.
Oh, that's hot.
Along with a contribution to the bean himself.
You could make a religion out of this. No, don't.
But hey, guess what? The journey isn't over for you yet, because as promised, I will be giving away this entire account. Yes, that's right. You heard me for the 7th time in this series. Head on over to the Blacket Discord server and go to the hashtag giveaways channel, where you can have a shot at winning this incredibly stacked, for some reason, account. Thanks for sticking with me through this series, and happy blockade. What's happening?